out of here. Yeah, you feel me.
Those Orlando fans would probably feel pretty good because the Magic actually led this game by 2 at the half. And then you talk about that third quarter, and obviously Paolo Banchero picking up that 5th foul just 2 minutes into it. That was huge. That had quite an impact. But at the same time, the Celtics started moving the ball, Eddie. They started getting good looks. They started knocking down threes. And it looked like what we had seen for most of the season.
You know what our magic number is, right? It's 25 or more assists. How many do we have tonight? 30. We had 30 assists. We don't lose when we have 30 assists. We barely lose any games. And they came out, they just played the right way. They moved the basketball. But I thought more than anything else, they defended. You know, they defended the basketball. They defended the other team. And we got more opportunities. And we won those margins. Like, we cleaned up the game. Like, that's the only way that they were in the game, is that we were giving them opportunity. You turn the ball over, that's just like saying, hey, I'm not going to get a shot here. Go ahead, go this way. And that's what we did a few times. And then also offensive rebounds. We wasn't boxing out. We cleaned that up. We started getting on the glass. So we were limited them to one shot. And, you know, that's what it is, man. That's how you win basketball games.
All right, Jaylen Brown also had 15 points in the second half, 23 in all. Standing by with Abby Chin back down on the floor.
Geno time in the playoffs. Jaylen, this series was a fight no matter which way you define it. What did the second half tonight require from you?
First half, we was like, foot was in the mud a little bit. First half, we was a little bit slow. We wanted to come out and play with a little bit more fire in the second half.
What changed after Paolo got that 5th foul? How did the floodgates just open up?
Yeah, we just wanted to keep going at him. We knew he had foul trouble, and he's their life source. So once we got him off the floor, we saw their spirit go down, and we just attacked.
You took over. This matchup put a lot on your shoulders and a lot on Jayson's. What do you take from that?
I think it was a good. I think we handled the challenge well. But we got to keep improving as the playoffs go on. I think we can even be better. This team proposed challenges for us that we needed. Physicality. We're not getting up a lot of threes. I think we're like 0 for 6 in the first half. Like, things that are not our normal style, we still found a way to win. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to learn and take things moving forward.
4 wins down. How long do you give yourself to celebrate?
We take a little bit of rest. We see what happens in the next series, and then we get back to business.
Jaylen, thank you. Congratulations.
All right, let's send it out to Chris Forsberg. It's that time of year where we have Chris Forsberg outside with the fans. I'm not sure he's going to be able to hear us. I never know if he is. But, Chris, if you can, just start with your thoughts on that second half and what the scene's like out there.
Well, hold on, Josh. Let me ask the people, how are we feeling out here? What I expect out here. Actually, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm a little bit surprised. It feels a little bit like we've been here before. The fans aren't as crazy yet. It's only the Magic. It's only round 1. But I do think the fans like what they saw there in the second half. That effort in the second half was outstanding. You know, we weren't fretting after the first half because the shot margin, the offensive rebounds, the turnovers, it felt like the Celtics were going to be able to change the tide of the game. But the energy they had, I don't know if you could hear it near us, Giles. Like, there was people barking for Luke Cornett. It was a pretty fun experience. I think it's just a taste of what's ahead with this team.
Yeah, the guy obviously the entire series, Jayson Tatum, 36, 37, 35. What he's been able to do these last few games. What did you see from Tatum tonight, his ability to take it to another level to close this series out?
I mean, does anything surprise us anymore? What are they going to say now? Every time there's a knock on Jayson Tatum, even with the bad wrist that he turned into the cool celebration, he found a way to leave his mark on this series. I thought he was great in this one. Actually, I give credit to Jaylen Brown there. At the start of the third quarter, sort of lit the fuse, kind of got them going. Once Paolo got the foul trouble, Jayson sort of took the baton, and everyone just followed suit. And this has got to be the way it is. Your superstars set the tone, they get you going, and then everybody else follows suit. So once Jayson got going, all of a sudden the shots are falling for Al, the shots are falling for Peyton Pritchard, and everything sort of felt like it was snowballing. That was a really fun second half. Again, sometimes I don't know the chaos that's going on behind me, but we got a crowd surfing Caveman, and if anyone's listening to me, thank you so much, but I'm going to go party with these people. Did he live?
Okay, yeah, we are. You said it was just the opening series, just the Orlando Magic, but it seems like the level just got taken up a little bit right there, Chris. One last thing. I mean, how big was it for them to close out this series tonight, considering Detroit able to beat the Knicks tonight, so that series going to Thursday, which means the Celtics just get a little bit more rest.
Yeah, especially once that score came across. It was funny, right at the end of that big third quarter, they popped it on the Jumbotron. Pistons beat the Knicks, hung on there at the end, and you can feel a whole nother roar inside the building. Celtics should buy themselves a few extra days of rest here. It'll be a lot of fun for them to sit back, watch how that series plays out, then rev it right back up. Drew Holiday was looking pretty spry on the bench. I suspect he'll be ready to go. Give Jayson, Jaylen a few days to rest those bumps and bruises from round one, and let these fans rest their voices, and let's get at it again.
All right, sounds good. Chris Forsber, thanks so much. We're going to have him join us up here in just a bit as the Celtics closing out the Orlando Magic 120-89, your final score. They win by 31 after trailing by 2 at the half.
Who had the better mustache, the guy next to him or him?
I mean, Forsberg's mustache, like, I'm impartial to that. You know that. Come on now. Scallan's going to join us in just a second. Yeah, nice line at the bottom there. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, not enough. Quick break. We're back with more here at Celtics Postgame Live. 1-point win. We got Scal joining us now here on set.
What's happening?
What changed in the third quarter aside from Paolo Banchero picking up that 5th foul?
We didn't turn the ball over. 9 turnovers in the first half, only 1 in the third quarter. I thought after the first 3 minutes, we rebounded the ball, and when you rebound, you can run. So just like all those margin things, we were losing every one of those battles. But, I mean, I don't know about you guys. We were playing terrible, absolutely terrible, and we're down by 4, down by 6. So I'm like, there's no way that this is sustaining for the Orlando Magic. I don't think we would have blew them out by 30 if Banchero didn't get in foul trouble, but we were going to win that game. The floodgates were definitely going to open.
And they did open, and it resulted in the three-point shooting. Again, as mentioned, taking a look at all those threes that came in the second half as they were 13 of 18. These are presented by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. But the ball started moving, the ball started hopping, and they started getting good looks.
I mean, that one was tough right there, but yeah, I just think they played with better pace, and Eddie will tell you this, like when you get stops, it's easier to get buckets. It's easier to flow. The team is on their heels, so I just thought our defense, our turnovers, our lack thereof, and then, you know, like water basically found its level.
And that's exactly what I was saying at halftime. I was telling them, I said, hey, if we control the turnover, we take care of the basketball, and then we able to get out in transition, shots are going to fall. But we got to play defense. And then the other thing, look at Sam Hauser and Peyton Pritchard. They combined for 20 points. We didn't have any bench points in the first half.
Yeah.
They were non-existent, but in the second half they showed up. But that is a byproduct of playing defense and getting extra opportunities.
And we rebounded the ball. That's a big part. Defense is only defense until you secure the ball.